Hi, this is Ilma Art Studios photograph for today. Another fall scene. I've been doing fall scenes this past 3 days. Hi, check my website at ilmaarts.com for more artworks and photographs. Today, I'd like to share with you John 8 verse 29. It says, "And the one who sent me is with me. He has not deserted me, for I always do what pleases him." Here's my poem. Do what pleases God. If you do what pleases God, you will have peace. You will be freed from bondage and he will allow you to see. When you obey what God has commanded, he will be faithful and never abandon. Whenever you seek and follow Christ's ways, you will have authority and never be swayed. Do what pleases the Lord, for he never deserts you. He will always protect, correct, guide, and renew. Here's my essay. Have you ever suffered from doing the opposite of what God asks you to do? Many years of my life was spent following my own will. As a result, I became a very proud and confused person. I was lawless. I only followed my own desires and seek only to gratify my selfish ambitions. I did a lot of people pleasing, but didn't do much of God pleasing. In my selfishness, I reaped selfishness as well. Because I did things for my own pleasures, I didn't sow faithfulness in others. Why would they want to have anything to do with someone who only thinks of herself? The Bible tells us that we ought to please only the Lord. We must never live for our own self-satisfaction, but we must always think about others. Christ came to serve others. Shouldn't we do the same? Prayer. Lord, let me serve others more than myself. Reflection. Whom did you serve in the past that let you down? So many people I trusted, that I had relationships with, always let me down. And because I'm a very faithful person, I expect faithfulness and trust from the people that I love. And often than not, I get let down because of that I don't really get the same faithfulness that I give to them. But you know what? That so what? Like, God wasn't expecting anything from us. He knows what we are. He knows exactly what's in our heart. He knows what is our attitude. He knows our character. So he doesn't expect us. He only wants us to love him and to be faithful to him, because by doing so, we will be protected from being defeated by the enemy. So, serving other things other than God is called idolatry. And I didn't know that until a few years ago. That the reason that God extracted me from my country of origin is because I was full of idolatry. I idolized my job, I idolized my career, I idolized my talents, I idolized my relationships. I made them all first instead of making God my first. And I used to be able to seek approval from others, because by doing so, I feel that I have worth. But I didn't realize that my worth is in the love of Christ, that I have worth because God loved me first and created me. So I invite you to reflect on your life. Who are you serving? Are you serving yourself? Are you serving your family first? Are you serving your job? Are you, is it God that you are really serving? Are you following his will? Or is it your will that you always want to follow? So reflect on all of this, and I invite you to do what pleases God, because when you do what pleases God, then your life will shine. And you will have no confusion, and there will be no idols in your life. And God doesn't like idols. He wants us to make Him first in everything. Have a blessed night.